All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially live. Welcome to another episode of a Staffmark podcast live with your Florida branch. We have a very special guest here with us today, and we'll jump right into introductions in just a minute. I wanted to give everybody a quick little second to hop on and notice that we are live, and then they are able to actually comment as this video is happening. And once we see those comments at the end, if they have any questions, Mario, we'll get with you. If they want to know anything specific about your entity, we will
Okay.
get with them and get those questions answered.
All right.
So, before we do get started, I wanted to remind everybody these happen once a month. They are every final Friday of the month, and we are very happy that you guys join us and learn just a little bit more about Staffmark and some of the community partners that we work with, some of our clients, and some of our amazing candidates that we have staffed for. So, without further ado, I did just want to first introduce everybody on the call. I think now everybody knows my name's Haley Franklin. I am the business development manager with Staffmark for the Florida branch, and love my job, love my people there, my team. And then I've also got my sidekick here, Miss Digna De Jesus. Digna, you can introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Digna De Jesus, branch manager with Staffmark in Plant City. It is so good to see you all again.
Yes, thank you. And then we've got Mario Rodriguez here. He is the Director of Business Services at CareerSource, Hillsborough, Pinellas. Mario, thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us.
No problem.
Yes, very, very happy to have you. And we won't take up too much of your time, but we did just want to introduce Mario and how he is a wonderful community partner with CareerSource and just a little bit more about him. So we'll jump right into it. If you do have questions or want to tell us hi, let us know that you're here in the comment section and we will get your questions answered at the end. Let's start us off. Mario, can you just tell us a little bit about CareerSource and what exactly you and your team do for the region?
Well, CareerSource Hillsborough Pinellas is the local workforce development board for Hillsborough and Pinellas County. Officially, we are Region 28 in the state's CareerSource network. And what we do is we have basically we're divided into two different groups. We have a career services group that works with job seekers and provides them, job referrals, interview uh, classes, resume classes, and uh, LinkedIn, all kinds of things to prepare them for the workforce. Part of that also is using the funding that we get from the Department of Labor to fund training for them, whether it be in on-the-job training or apprenticeship, or sending them to school for certifications. Uh, so that's what we have on the career services side. I work the business services side. We work with employers to see what their needs are. Let's determine your needs. Do you need new employees? We can help that. We have job fairs. Uh,
Yes.
Almost monthly, we have a job fair. March 20th is our next job fair at the VA hospital, the
Yes.
James A. Haley VA hospital, which of course veterans are a favorite of ours. As you know we need to help veterans. We had one in Plant City to reach out to that side of the county. Job
That was a
fairs,
great one.
yeah,
That was a great
in-house
one. I
recruiting
attended. It was
events,
great.
and we do all kinds of things to help employers. Uh, One, get the employees they need, the qualified employees they need, and sometimes, through our programs, we can offer them subsidies or incentives to hire people who who may be entry level, but want to learn how to do a job to earn a sustainable income.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, Mario. I attended the job fair in Plant City. It was a huge turnout. It was
I saw you running around there
amazing.
talking
It
to
was so
everybody.
good. Yes, yes, it was amazing. So we really appreciate what you do for the community and just being a partner. So thank you for that. Digna, did you want to go ahead with the next one?
Yeah, I just wanted to know what is your favorite part of what you do at Career Source?
Well, I retired from the Army in 2008, And I, my first thought is I need a job. I got that job, and I don't have a big ego like a lot of people do. I didn't need $100,000 job or a CEO job. I just wanted a job that I can still provide for my family, and I was willing to work my way up. And I found a job, and I worked my way up. I was making great money, but money is not generally the motivator. Uh, I left that company when an opportunity came to work with veterans for what was CareerSource Tampa Bay at that time. And
Okay.
working with veterans on MacDill Air Force Base, I realized that I had a passion for helping people,
Mm,
and that passion has stayed with me.
Mhm.
A lot of times people get burned out in these jobs we call passion jobs, because
yeah.
this is a passion job. You have to have the passion to help people, because you're
Absolutely.
not going to get rich in these jobs.
It's so true.
But
Yeah.
I realized that I had a passion for helping, and that uh, that's what drives me, is that there's people out there who come to us in their time of need. They need a job, bills are piling up, family's hungry. I don't know what that is, since I was raised. I mean, I was raised in, uh, I wasn't rich growing up. So
Hmm.
I kind of understand what that is, and that makes me feel good, is that we can try to help people who need that
I,
assistance.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Also, with Staffmark, we one of our phrases are that we are the heart between people and jobs,
Hmm.
and we totally can relate with what you said. We are in our positions and in our roles because we love to help people, and
Yes.
there's a lot of satisfaction when we can place people at jobs that now some of them stay in touch with us and they are so grateful for the opportunity
Right.
where they're now growing within a company, and that brings a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah.
So
And I'm a firm believer that there's still a lot of good in humanity.
yeah,
So
I believe.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So I love that. And it's a good segue into our next question we have for you, Mario. It's, can you give us a little bit of a success story, possibly an example of a success story that started with a candidate and maybe turned into like a full time employee at a company?
Yeah, I was working with this was early on. I got a few, but this one was really good. Early on, we were working with a veteran who, uh, he just says, I want to go work for a finance company, and I got a network. And so we gave him the tools he needed. Helped him with his resume, helped him with networking, introduced him to people that I knew, and my cohort knew. She had some connections in the finance world, and he networked, and he met and shook hands, and he got an interview with the vice president at one of them big banks over there on the other side of the bay, and they hired him, and he started out about 200 grand a year.
Oh my
But he
gosh.
was he was willing he was willing to listen
Yeah.
to us. We'll give you what we can give you, and the introductions, and then he did the rest, is what you want to kind of see. A
Yeah.
lot of people come to you and they want you to do everything. Hey, call me up when you have a job for me.
Yes. Yes.
That's Those candidates really are difficult to work with, but the
Mhm.
ones that take what you give them and run with it, those are good. And he's still there, and he's still happy, because I think a lot of it is you get a sense of accomplishment when you do something on your own,
Yeah.
and he really did.
That's
Uh,
amazing.
lately lately we've had a couple of people who started in our phlebotomy program here under the ACE program, and a lot of them really didn't think they could do it, the sight of blood and everything. But after going through, and some of them had to report to the hospital like 3 in the morning.
Wow.
Hospitals run 24 hours a day.
Right.
And when they completed it and got their certification and got hired by that same hospital they were doing their OJT on, it's amazing, because they're so grateful. One, they didn't think they could do it, but they did. and
Yeah.
the hospital had a big event, had the newspapers there and the
Aw.
press. It's really was something, and they felt very proud, and that that always makes you feel good because you know that you had a part to do in them achieving their success.
That's
Yeah,
am-
that's amazing.
that's wonderful. One of the things that I read in recently is what you have to be flexible to be able to go into a company and kind of whatever they need, be willing to do that,
Yeah.
and that helps. People don't understand. I think like a lot of people are like, well, this is my job description, I'm just gonna stick to it. No, yeah. And that so stagnant to a lot of people here. And uh, I love that you shared the story because flexibility is such a big part of what companies are looking for in candidates in going into a company and growing with them. So I
Right.
love the story. Mario, tell me, I know you said that you have an upcoming event in March, a job fair. What else is happening that's exciting that you would like to share with us within your organization or that is coming up?
Ooh, we got a lot. How much time we have?
Give
Get out
me
your notepad.
Yeah, we are working. We are working right now. We have a dislocated worker grant. A lot of people lost their jobs for the hurricanes, the two hurricanes we went through. So we have funding and we have open positions for people who want to work, and they're temporary jobs. They're just mainly go until your business opens back up, and if it don't, we can work with you after that. It pays $15 an hour for 40 hours a week for up to 6 months. So that's good, and we're working on that. We
Yes.
have some employers on board. We have some job seekers. They're slowly trickling in. So that's one thing. But the two newest and most exciting ones we have is we have funding for our incumbent worker training program. That is, if someone wants to send their current employees to training to learn AI, we have funding to offset the cost of that, and
Wow.
that's up to $3,500 per person or $25,000 per company. And
Wow.
that's good because the state wants to prove that there's a need for it. And how can we help Florida businesses get into that AI world, because it does help. I mean, there's a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
them. You have
Yeah.
medical AI, you have finance AI, manufacturing AI, and
Yep.
we just really want to use that money to help employers get their employees trained up on AI. The other recent grant we got was for broadband. And a lot of people don't know about broadband, but every time you pick up your cell phone and call someone, that's broadband work. And getting that call
Mhm.
from here to the other side of the country, that's broadband. And we are trying to start apprenticeships. We're looking for apprentices to go through a broadband apprenticeship so that they can get into that world of telecommunications. And there's different levels of that. There's the ground technicians, there's the guys and girls who climb those 100-foot towers. And there's just so much in broadband, and it's growing because 5G is everywhere. And you know that there's a large part of our country that isn't served by cable because cable is expensive to lay. But broadband, in the use of those towers, you can get that signal way, way out there. So those are two of the big things we're working on here, as all our other apprenticeships. Apprenticeships are going to be a big focus the rest of this year and into next year because that's the earn and learn model. Our old model of sending people to school or training and then finding them a job, uh, it worked for the last generation. The new generation, they have to get that experience and that education at the
Mhm.
same time, and that's where apprenticeships are becoming more and more important. So that's going to be our big push as for that apprenticeship, because we can find them a job and get them that formal education. And apprentices are some of them are your trades, your plumbers,
Yes.
electric, you're talking six figures once you
Yes.
get your journeyman card, easy.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it's big. It's got to be able to go in, get into that program, and hang with it. So
Yeah,
That's that's the future. Wow, that's amazing.
it is. Thank you so much, Mario, for sharing all of those awesome things. I mean, truthfully, we want to use this podcast as a way to get the word out about like what's happening with our community partners. How can we help our job seekers and even some of our clients just find the right candidates, find good
right.
quality candidates, and train them up. And we really appreciate the partnership so far and just helping get the word out. So if you're interested, anybody listening or watching this back, if you're interested, please let us know and we will get with Mario. If you have any questions about any of the events or things that the trainings that he brought up, please let us know. We'll get with him and get those answered for you.
I sure will.
Mario, did you want to leave anything else before we go and say our goodbyes to these fine people?
Well, I think people need to know that there's every company out there is not in it to make a dollar.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of companies, and like I said, you've said it, and I know you mean it. We just want to help people. If you want to work, if you want to work, we can help you, just like you can help them. And
Yes.
that's the thing we gotta get people to understand. You can do it alone, but that's so much harder
Yes.
than if you have some assistance. And we're
Yeah,
here to help. You're here to help.
absolutely.
And we have to help each other because, you know, each other is all we've got.
That's right. You're exactly right.
Our company Staffmark strongly believes in helping people. They just spend a lot of time, a lot of money into putting a team of trainers who went on field, training all the recruiters, managers, the sales team. We even had to take a certification exam, written exam,
Oh yeah.
all playing and everything. And I'm happy to say we passed. We are certified
Yay!
legit recruiters and sales managers. And but the reason why I invested in this is because it's important. It's important for our recruiters to, to to know the essence of what is it to like connect with people and do it in a way that shows quality and that we care.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I
I will tell you something. This is something that I heard before, but I've actually used it. I was talking to an employer about training his employees. Hey, well, if I train them and upskill them, they'll leave.
oh
I
Mm,
said, but what happens if you don't train them and they stay?
yeah.
that's
He said,
detrimental.
I never thought of that. Well, think about it. You
Yes.
can you can invest in training your employees so that they can better do their job, because a lot of people want to you don't want to get in a boat and just start paddling around and not know how to really paddle, you know.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if we show you how to be more efficient in your job, and make it fun, you got to make it fun,
Yeah,
because if people dread coming to work, you got a problem.
Yes. Love what you do and you never work a day in your life,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
So true. All right, Mario. Well, thank you so much again, and Digna, for hopping on this podcast with us today. If you guys have any thoughts about who our next guest could be, let us know. We are up for recommendations.
All
So
right.
the
I
next one will be March 28th on Friday. It'll be the
March
last Friday of
28th.
March. So tune in and check us out at 11 o'clock. Digna, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
while Mario is on, I wanted to, because this is a partnership. We want you to know that drivers is a big thing for us. This
Yes.
25 here in Florida, we have a drivers division, but we are focusing heavy in growing our drivers pool of
CDL.
CDL,
Yes.
Yeah,
non-CDL.
we have money to train.
We are, someone.
I will tell you what, if you have employers that will hire them, we can send them to training if they're eligible. You have to be eligible for money. We can
Yeah.
send them to training for CDL.
I love that.
Better if they
Yeah.
have a job waiting for them when they get done.
Right. That's us. That's where we
Yeah.
come in.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's partner with that. That's
Yeah.
really,
Okay.
yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
We'll get together on it for sure.
I hope so.
All right.
All
Thank you
right.
guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you next month. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll share this on all social media platforms. So just
All
like and
right.
share. our Staffmark page. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. We did it.